Hey there and welcome back to Valley por Vida. And now, as promised, we're helping shine a light on musicians and recording artists from the Valley. Our team actually had the chance to drop by Farra Recording Studios in Brownsville for an inside look at what their team is working on. So here's today's The Spotlight segment.
Hello everyone, my name is Sergio Lozano.
And I'm Frank Lozano.
Welcome to Farra Records. Farra Records is a place where we experiment with music. We bring it to life, either we produce it, we practice, or we hold any kind of productions here at this music studio. Well, just like this studio, it all started with my family members, my dad and my uncles. They're the ones that opened up the music way for us. They're the ones that showed us. They're the ones that built this studio. The name of the band is La Farra Hermanos Lozano from Brownsville, Texas. And then before them, it's also my grandfather. He had a band in Matamoros, Antonio Lozano, se llama Los Bravos de Matamoros. So we go way back as far as music. And yeah, just like that, we were introduced into music since we were very young. Either it was through playing instruments like the cowbell, the weedle, percussions, and then maybe later after that, they taught us how to play the bass, the guitar, pianos, things like those. And we were very blessed to have learned from our family members and that they had the time and took their time to teach us. And now we help people produce their tracks. Whenever they don't have musicians or they don't know the way of how to start and record their own music, they come to us here at the studio and we start with the drums and we add the bass, and from there bajo sexto or guitar, depending on what they're looking for. And with what we've learned in the past, we mix it a little bit with what they're looking for, and music comes to life here at Farra Records. It's a process where first you have to produce the song, the way that I explained earlier, maybe just the drums and the percussion and things like those. Once it's all recorded, it's in the hands of the studio engineer, and that's where Frank comes in. He does all the mixing, he puts in the auto tuner, he corrects time, he does everything to bring it to life.
We're glad that the artists come to our studio. We've worked with many great artists. Recently, we recorded with a great band named La Lección, with Grupo La Farra, Rivo Live Band, which is our band. We've worked with artists from north of Mexico and also from Corpus Christi. We've worked with really great artists, and we're really glad to be part of their music history. We recorded from rock to rap, reggaeton, cumbia. So we're glad that you guys could come to our studio, enjoy the process of recording. We do it with a lots of love, and we hope that one day you guys could listen to all the music that is coming out here, out there at your house.
And speaking of recording studios, there's actually a lot of history when it comes to which ones have helped make history in the world of music. It's actually really interesting to see what studios helped create legendary songs that we love so much. So we decided to take a closer look in today's Fun Facts segment. All right, so according to youdiscoveredmusic.com, the Beatles actually decided to honor iconic recording studios, including Sun, Muscle Shoals, Motown, Electric Lady, Trident, and Sunset, just to name a few, in their album Abbey Road. And of course, they turned out to be legendary musicians in history. Now, the site also says that the first ever recording studio has roots that go way back to the 19th century. See, it says that by the end of the First World War, recording studios were starting to pop up in major cities all across the globe, including the first records studio in New York, which of course was set up in 1918. And if you've ever heard of Sun Studios, then you may know that it was actually converted from a car garage. That's right, the site says that Sam Phillips opened his doors to amateur singers, recorded them, and then sold their music to big labels, which eventually attracted more and more artists who just really wanted to work with him. And the site says that there there's a saying that goes, people play better at Capitol Towers. Well, evidently the 13-story building is one of the most iconic buildings in all of Los Angeles, with, of course, its unique design intended to resemble a stack of records. It's a beautiful building with state-of-the-art resources that have helped shape music history throughout the years, with legends like Nat King Cole, Glenn Campbell, and so much more. And lastly, the site says that Frank Sinatra recording at Capitol Records Studios is one of the most iconic pieces of music history. It outlines that he recorded 2 albums there in 1959, and that the building's 40-foot high cedar ceiling really helped to add to the artist's overall experience when it came to sound perfection. It's crazy to think about how much technology has improved throughout the years in studios like these, and of course just in general in life. And another example of innovation is artificial intelligence. But how can companies ensure that it's just, being used ethically or responsibly? Well, we spoke with one CEO and co-founder of insurance tech provider Zelrose for his top 4 things that companies should know in 2022.
Hi, thank you for having me today. I'm Damien Philippon. I'm one of the 3 co-founders of Zelrose. We are an insurtech specialized in hyper-personalized recommendation for the insurance industry. I will talk today about how technology and especially AI impact insurance. 2 things you have to keep in mind. First of all, personal risks. People don't always think about reassessing their risk over time and the way they are covered. And sometimes it's too late. If you think about natural disaster, for example, lately we had this deep freeze in Texas that led to $30 billion cost, and only half of them were properly insured. That's where AI can play a role. AI, by ingesting timely and accurate data, can help you reassess your risk and tell you whether you need or not additional protection. Second point, your buying experience. Buying insurance is not always simple. AI can help you, whether it's online or whether it's through your agent, smooth out your experience with your insurers. It will tell you what type of coverage you need and what are the less costly policies that you can find in the market. All in all, AI will help transform the insurance industry. And what does that mean to you? Is that you will get more hyper-personalized policies, really suited to your context, to your needs, or at least AI will tell you whether you need additional protection. Thank you.
All right, that's all we've got for now. Thanks again so much for joining us today, and be sure to tune in again next time because we'll have a lot more in store for you on Valley por Vida. See you then.